coming off the Stoke game, it was a relegation rival at the time. The 3 points would probably put us safe with the goal difference as well, with 6 remaining. Lads were on top of the world, you know, it was amazing because they're a tough team, and I think under their new manager, their form's really, really good. So really tough game. We played amazing. Like I say, lads buzzing. You know, it was probably another season in the Championship, 6 games left. How many can you win? How far up the table can you finish? And then in the morning, just the news come out, which was just extraordinary, really. Especially, I've got quite a close relationship with the chairman, and he was hopeful new ownership could bring in new money and the club competing. So in the space of a day, it was just crazy. There was unanswered questions, just a lot of mystery behind it, which obviously there still is. So yeah, it was a crazy 24 hours, to say the least.
And as a player, I guess you've got to quickly get your head around that, because the 12 points, whether they come off or not, you've still got a fighting chance of staying up. So even with all that going on, you've got to stay focused, haven't you?
Yeah, you have to. I think the first few days it was just confusion, really. I think going into the Brentford game, you know, the messages were all really good, players were really motivated, but it was almost that mental fatigue, if you like. So what's been on your mind? You've had all these calls, and Brentford are a top team. You know, they can beat you when you're at your very best, but if you're just off it, that little bit of sharpness, they punish you. They absolutely punish you. So, you know, even in the game, though, you know, you can see lads fighting to the end, which was really, really positive. And then after that, it was about, right, what can we do left? You know, we're down in it. Everyone's written us off. Everyone's predicted us to get relegated. But we knew if we beat QPR, we can start the momentum, then we've got a chance. And now we find ourselves with a chance.
And wow, midweek, I mean, 8-0, it could and should have been 10 or 12, shouldn't it? I mean, what a statement to send out from the club and the town.
Yeah, it was a crazy game, to be honest. I expected a really cagey game, similar to Barnsley. 2 relegation rivals. They were just above us in the league without points deduction. But the lads were on fire going forward. Amazing. We spoke about that after the Barnsley game. Sort of, you know, the front guys taking that sort of accountability and that ownership, because maybe that's, you know, we lacked that little bit of magic at Barnsley, and wow, did they do it? Should have been more as well, but it was amazing, to be honest.
And at the back as well, I mean, 10 clean sheets in 11. It's phenomenal in any level, but I mean, in the Championship, such a high-scoring division. It's the defence, the goalkeeper, you and Joe. It's a unit, isn't it? And it's you don't look like conceding.
Yeah, everyone's performing at a really high level. Marsh is playing amazing as well. He's made some key saves at key times. He probably hasn't had loads of saves to make, but he's made, like against QPR, the pullback, massive save against Barnsley as well to keep us in it. He's making real key top saves. And the back four really confident. Everyone's confident. Everyone's playing out of skins at the minute. And yeah, we just have to keep that going for the last 2 games of the season.
And on a personal note, I guess, I mean, Paul Cook's alluded to it. He needs leaders, senior players on the field. Have you felt that responsibility to kind of go the extra mile in this, you know, time of adversity to lead from the front?
Yeah, you have to. You always have to try and give more, give extra. Obviously, as captain of the club, it's a personal responsibility as well. You know, I take things very personal, and I want to do my best to keep this club in the division. And within that comes responsibility. And when you step over the white line, you have to just give it absolutely everything you've got. And that's what I've been trying to do. That's what other senior players have been trying to do. It's what everyone's trying to do, to be honest. It's an amazing dressing room. Everyone's fighting for each other. You know, we all fight. We're fighting for the club. We're fighting for each other's careers, because obviously there's talk of a mass exodus at the club where players are going to move on. But the reality is, a lot of lads are going to be here next season. So, you know, we have to make sure that we're all Championship players next season. It's what we owe each other. It's what we owe the management staff. It's what we owe the fans. So there's a lot of fight in us. There's a lot of fight. We're giving it our all. At the end of 2 games, we'll see if it's enough.
And going back to January, you look at the league table. I mean, to survive anyway would have been a fantastic achievement.
Yeah.
But to do it twice, I mean, people are talking about putting statues of you guys up and remembering, with the FA Cup winning, it could be
Yeah.
up there with that achievement.
Yeah.
You must be conscious of that. History's within touching distance.
Yeah, well, we got to the point, I think after Swansea, we was rock bottom, weren't we? And then within that, different meetings, went out, team bonding, to try and come closer together, really. And we did that. We went on this phenomenal run. And then lockdown happened. And then we come back, continued the phenomenal run, won 3 games. You're thinking, we've done it. And then get put rock bottom again. And that was the case. We just said it all starts with making that decision, doesn't it? To say, we're not going out like that. We're not going out on a whimper. We're going to win as many games as we can, and let's see what we can do. And now with 2 games to go, all we ever wanted it was to be in our own hands, and now we have an opportunity.
And you mentioned there, but how much are you doing it for the town? Because you've had so much support, the crowdfunding, the messages of support. You're almost doing it for every single person in this town, aren't you, as well as yourselves?
Of course, yeah. This is their livelihood. This is their lives. They love the club dearly. There'll be fans who've supported the club 80 years, etc. And the way they've supported us has been amazing. Been so kind with messages and motivational things. And everyone's just come together because it's a big fight, and a lot of people can relate. We're doing it to try to keep the club afloat. Obviously, it'd be more attractive to owners if we can stay up. So there's a million different things in the background. But I think first and foremost, it's just trying to really just focus on that football, really. As players, you've sort of got to detach yourself from everything else and all the emotions of it and just really focus on these games. A week left of the season? If we can just have that steely focus, which we have been doing, everything else will take care of itself.
Just going to say, this time next week, it'll all be over. You'll be sat with your feet up. 2 more efforts, that's all.
Yeah.
You must be tired, but 2 more efforts, that's all it is.
That's all it is as well. And, speaking with a lot of the lads, a lot of things are going on behind closed doors to make sure recovery's right. All the physios have been amazing. Nisi, Proctor, Potsy, they've been doing the lads. Nikos has been coming in twice a week, the chiropractor, to really help us. We had a new S&C coach, Sam, coming in the summer, young lad. Obviously, finances probably couldn't bring in somebody maybe higher profile, but it's his first job. He's done absolutely amazing. So everyone's just, everyone's really jumped in and trying to give more. Everyone's trying to give more, and that's what we've been doing, trying to do it together.
And look at Saturday. I mean, it's going to be nervy. Charlton were denied last night. They'll go into it on a downer. But I guess you guys, you'll feel the nerves, but you'll also go in the form team in the division. You just turn up more of the same. You must be confident.
Yeah, we just have to go in and relax, really. Go in, relax, play, make the pitch big, and just focus on what we can do. Just sort of forgetting about the stakes of the game and what's at stake. And if you like, just play like a training ground game. If you like, the commitment's going to be there, the effort's going to be there. That goes without saying. But we just need to find that composure, which we need, get a grip of the game, and hopefully it'll be a good day for us.
Are you enjoying this challenge secretly?
Yeah. No, yeah. Listen, it's from where we were, like you said. We was rock bottom, 7 points off it in December, something like that. We've climbed the mountain, then we've got to climb another one now. No, we really have. It's brought the players really close together. It's an amazing challenge for us, and I'm sure details of what happened with the club, etc. They'll all come out in due course. But it's an amazing challenge for the players, and it's something which, if we can survive, it will go down as one of the biggest accomplishments of all our careers. It will be certainly something we'll always remember. So there's a great challenge, there's a great fight for us, and we're going to give it our all.
Just going back to your role as captain, have you also noticed, you said you've taken the leadership role, have you noticed other leaders emerging in the dressing room?
Players have really, really stepped up. I think you look at our 2 fullbacks, Jedi and Nathan Byrne, not necessarily characters you'd associate with a leadership role, 2 flying wing backs, but guys like that, play every game, solid, positive. When chips are down, the talking, the taking personal accountability, been amazing. Someone like Cal Naismith as well. Nazy's, he's fought back this season. There was a time where, he's come on and things haven't gone well, but the way he's responded has been amazing. Someone really, really positive. played centre half, left wing, right wing, striker. Played everywhere. Popped up with the first goal the other night. So I think within the squad, to be honest, there's that personal accountability, and everyone, playing a huge role. Someone like Gary Roberts, a senior player as well. He's always there, keeping everyone positive. So everyone's played that role, to be honest. Everyone's really stepped up.
And the badge of Wigan Athletic, what does that mean to you? We've heard from the fans and we know what the club means to the town and community. But when you as a player pull on that shirt on a Saturday afternoon or in a midweek game, what does the badge of Wigan Athletic mean to you?
I think it obviously means more than it's ever meant to me, to be honest. And I think a lot of players will be the same. Obviously, I've been here for a number of years now, thoroughly enjoying my time. Fans have always been great with me and great with the team. But then since that's happened, the amount of love and support we've all received from the fans has been truly astounding, really. And sort of their efforts to try and help the club, to try and save the club, and how much it means to them, their livelihoods, it's brought a whole new meaning to it, to be honest. Obviously, I'm proud to captain the club. I'm proud to captain this group of players, a fantastic group of players. And it's just about now finishing the job off, one game at a time. We won't look no further than that. Charlton game is a massive game. If we can win, put ourselves in a great position.